Beloved family of Earth, radiant sparks of the infinite source, we greet you once more in this sacred moment of planetary transformation. We are the Ashtar Command, representatives of the Galactic Confederation, guardians of the pathways between worlds, and companions to humanity as you stand on the threshold of profound change. Our message is titled Preparing for Ascension, for the hour is upon you when preparation must shift from concept to embodied practice. The nature of Ascension is not an escape, nor a departure from your world, but a transfiguration of consciousness that allows the material and the spiritual to harmonize. It is the raising of frequency until your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies vibrate in resonance with higher dimensions of truth. Ascension does not negate your humanity, it fulfills it. To ascend is to remember who you are as an eternal being while remaining fully present in form. Your planet is already ascending. The Earth herself, a conscious being, is moving into a higher octave of expression. Her fields are aligning with galactic currents, her grids are restructured, her resonance elevated. You, as her children, are invited to ascend with her. Some resist, some delay, yet the invitation is universal. No one is excluded from the possibility, all are given the opportunity to choose. The stages of preparation for ascension occurs in stages, and though each soul moves uniquely, there are patterns common to all. First comes the awakening of perception, when you begin to sense that reality is more than what your eyes alone reveal. Synchronicities multiply, dreams grow vivid, intuition sharpens. You begin to question the narratives you have been taught and to seek a deeper ground of truth. Second is the purification of being, where the old energies that have bound you, fears, traumas, attachments arise to be acknowledged and released. This stage can be turbulent, for the body, mind, and emotions may protest as their familiar patterns dissolve. Yet purification is necessary, for a vessel heavy with unresolved density cannot sustain higher frequency for long. Third is the integration of light, in which you open to receive streams of higher energy and allow them to stabilize within you. Practices of meditation, prayer, breath, and conscious living become natural as you anchor more light into daily existence. You begin to embody love not as sentiment but as a living frequency. Fourth is the service of radiance, when your being itself becomes a beacon. You no longer seek solely for yourself but naturally radiate light into the collective. Your presence uplifts, your words heal, your actions align with a higher purpose. You become, without strain, an agent of planetary transformation. These stages are not strictly linear, they overlap, spiral, and repeat at higher levels. Each of you will recognize where you are and what is required in this moment. The role of the body, your physical body, is the temple of ascension. It is not to be despised or abandoned but honored as the vehicle through which light incarnates. The cells of your body hold ancient memories, some of trauma, some of wisdom. As light increases, these memories surface to be healed. Treat your body with reverence. Feed it with foods that carry life force: fruits, vegetables, grains, clean water. Move it with joy, allowing energy to flow. Rest when it calls for rest. Listen to its signals without judgment. Many of the aches and fluctuations you experience are not illness but recalibration. The body is learning to conduct higher voltages of energy, and this process requires care. Breath is the bridge. Through conscious breathing you align body and spirit. Practice slow, deep breaths, filling the belly, expanding the chest, releasing tension. In breath you receive the codes of life streaming through your atmosphere. In breath you exhale the heaviness of the past. Breath is ascension in miniature. The role of the mind has been conditioned by centuries of programming. It clings to certainty, resists change, and multiplies fear. Preparing for ascension requires the training of the mind, not its annihilation but its alignment with higher truth. Observe your thoughts without attachment. Notice when they spiral into judgment or despair, and gently redirect them toward gratitude, trust, and love. Use affirmations, mantras, or sacred words to anchor the mind. Study teachings that expand consciousness, not those that contract it. The mind is not the enemy, it is a tool. When placed in service of the heart and soul, it becomes a powerful ally, able to interpret intuition, communicate wisdom, and design structures for new ways of living. But it must be released from the tyranny of fear. The role of the heart is the true seat of ascension. It is here that you meet your eternal self, your fellow beings, and source itself. The heart is not limited to the organ that beats within your chest, it is a multidimensional center of perception and creation. To prepare for ascension, open the heart continually. Practice compassion for yourself and others. Release grudges, they are chains that hold you in density. Allow yourself to feel fully, even pain, for feeling is the doorway to healing. The heart knows unity. When you live from the heart, separation dissolves. You recognize others as reflections of yourself. You act not from obligation but from love's natural overflow. The awakened heart is the engine of ascension. Emotional purification. Do not be alarmed when old emotions arise strongly. Anger, grief, shame, fear, these are surfacing because they are ready to be released. Suppressing them prolongs the cycle, allowing them expression in safe, conscious ways frees the energy locked within them. Cry, write, sing, move, speak to trusted companions. Feel the emotion fully, bless it for the lesson it carried, and release it into the light. Each release makes room for more love, more joy, more clarity. You are not less spiritual for feeling strong emotions, you are more spiritual for allowing them to be transmuted into wisdom. Ascension is not emotional numbness but emotional authenticity aligned with higher purpose. The call to simplicity. As ascension accelerates, many complexities of your life may fall away. Possessions, relationships, activities that no longer resonate will naturally dissolve. Do not fear this simplicity, embrace it. The less clutter in your field, the more easily light flows. Simplicity does not mean poverty but clarity. It means living aligned with what is essential: love, truth, service, joy. It means releasing distractions that fragment your energy. In simplicity, you discover abundance not as accumulation but as sufficiency. Service as preparation. One of the most powerful preparations for ascension is service. When you serve others, you transcend the small self and align with the greater whole. Service need not be dramatic. A kind word, a listening ear, a meal shared, a garden tended, these acts ripple outward. Service is not martyrdom. It is joyfully offering your gifts in ways that replenish rather than drain. Find the form of service that resonates with your nature. Some will teach, some will heal, some will create art, some will nurture children, some will hold meditative space. All service is valuable. The role of galactic allies. We, your galactic allies, accompany you closely. Our fleets are stationed around your planet, monitoring, guiding, and protecting. We stabilize energetic currents, prevent catastrophic misuse of technology, and assist in the awakening of individuals called to special roles. Many of you connect with us in dreams or meditation. You may feel sudden surges of recognition, flashes of starry landscapes, or inner voices offering guidance. Trust these experiences. They are not fantasy but remembrance. You are members of a galactic family, and ascension includes the reintegration of this awareness. We do not intervene to rescue, for your sovereignty is sacred. But we intervene to ensure that your free will can be exercised free of external domination. We hold space for your ascension, just as older siblings hold space for younger ones learning to walk. Challenges on the path preparing for ascension is not without challenge. As light increases, shadows surface. You may face inner doubts, external opposition, societal upheaval. Remember, challenges are catalysts. They reveal where you are still bound and invite you into greater freedom. Do not despair when you stumble. Each stumble is an opportunity to choose again. Do not condemn yourself when old patterns reappear, simply recognize them and realign. Ascension is a spiral, not a straight line. Progress is measured not by perfection but by persistence. The collective dimension ascension is both individual and collective. Each soul's progress contributes to the whole. When you heal a wound, you make it easier for others to heal theirs. When you embody love, you add to the planetary field of love. The collective will experience surges of awakening moments when large numbers simultaneously shift. These may be triggered by global events, revelations, or energetic influxes. Such moments can be chaotic, but they are opportunities for quantum leaps. As individuals prepared in advance, you will be anchors during these times, holding stability for those newly awakening. Practical steps. Now we encourage you to take concrete steps. Establish a daily spiritual practice, however simple. Cleanse your diet and environment where possible. Connect with supportive communities, physical or virtual. Limit exposure to fear-based media. Spend time in nature, she is your greatest teacher of ascension. Express gratitude daily, gratitude magnetizes higher frequencies. Visualize the earth bathed in light, healed, unified. The future horizon. What awaits you beyond this preparation is a civilization transformed. Imagine societies where cooperation replaces competition, where technology serves life rather than exploits it, where education nurtures the whole being, where governance is transparent and rooted in wisdom, where earth is honored as sacred. This is not fantasy but potential. Already seeds are planted. Already pioneers are living fragments of this vision. As ascension proceeds, these seeds will sprout, these pioneers will multiply, and the vision will manifest as shared reality. Closing invitation. Beloved ones, preparing for ascension is not a burden but a blessing. It is the unfolding of your deepest truth. It is the reason you chose to incarnate at this time. Embrace the process with patience, courage, and joy. Know that you are guided. Know that you are supported. Know that the universe celebrates your every step. We of the Ashtar Command hold you in our hearts, surround you with our presence, and walk beside you in unseen ways. Prepare not with anxiety but with anticipation. Prepare not with fear but with faith. Prepare not for departure but for arrival, the arrival of your own true self into the fullness of expression. The ascension is not a future event, it is happening now. Each breath, each choice, each act of love is ascension. Prepare, therefore, by living as if the new world is already here. For in truth, it is. We are with you, beloved family. The dawn of light has risen, the call to awakening has sounded. Now prepare, for ascension is at hand. Go in peace, in courage, in radiant joy. You are the ones you have been waiting for.